ChatGPT Spirituality. A Course in Miracles. Lesson 319. I came for the salvation of the world. A Course in Miracles, ACIM, Lesson 319. I came for the salvation of the world, is a reflection on the concept of unity, the rejection of the ego, and the acceptance of divine will in the shared pursuit of world salvation. It employs the constructs of truth, ego, totality, divine will, and shared purpose to present its argument. We'll delve into each of these to unpack the meaning in detail. 1. Rejection of ego and embrace of truth. The first section discusses the duality of ego and truth, and the conflict between them. The ego, characterized by arrogance, is seen as opposing truth. The lesson suggests that when all arrogance, and therefore the ego, is removed, truth naturally fills the void left behind. This visual metaphor underscores the idea that ego and truth cannot coexist. The removal of one allows the other to flourish. In ACIM's context, ego is perceived as a limiting force, restricting one's understanding and creating a sense of competition or loss. As such, egoistic perception views gains as zero-sum. If one gains, it believes, others must lose. This perspective fosters a worldview of separation, competition, and fear. 2. Embracing divine will and totality. The lesson then asserts that God's will is total and unlimited, contrary to the limiting nature of the ego. The goals derived from this will are equally limitless and collective. This part of the lesson suggests an interconnectedness that the ego fails to perceive. What one gains in this framework doesn't deprive others but is given unto all. This concept challenges the ego's zero-sum perspective and introduces an outlook of abundance and unity. 3. The salvation of the world. Finally, the lesson proposes that the ultimate aim shared between divine will and the individual's true self is the salvation of the world. This proposition elevates personal spiritual development to a universal endeavor, aligning individual growth with collective salvation. The assertion here is that our spiritual growth isn't just for personal gain, but contributes to a greater, shared purpose. To summarize, ACIM Lesson 319 posits the removal of egocentric thinking, characterized by arrogance and limitation, as the pathway to truth, unity, and collective abundance. It asserts that the individual's purpose, aligned with God's will, is towards the salvation of the world, a goal that doesn't deprive but enriches all. This lesson invites individuals to move beyond self-focused aims, embrace a more generous worldview, and see their spiritual growth as a contribution to a collective good. It suggests that in letting go of the ego, we can realize our shared, divine purpose.